If you guys have any problems or questions that you're having in your actual life, then email me at kangrowbusiness@gmail.com and I'll make a video trying to give the best advice I possibly can. Alright, what's up, gang? If you guys really know the extended lore of me, like if you've checked my community tab posts, you may have seen that I've talked about how I wanted to make these videos where basically people just email me like problems or questions that they have and I give my best advice that I possibly can on them. And I'm extremely happy to say that despite me not yet being like the biggest channel ever, like 800 subscribers I don't think is fucking chump change, but for something like this you really need to build a community, I think. But that's off topic. We actually got our first email today and it's about motivation. So here's what it says. He says, I saw your post on YouTube and I thought, why not help you make content, law? Appreciate that, gang. I'm a YouTube animator and I'm struggling to find motivation to make videos. I only recently got back into it, but I'm feeling unmotivated again. If you have any tips on finding motivation, that would be awesome. Here's my channel, by the way. Your vids are amazing. Keep up the good work. Thanks, dude. I don't plan on stopping these anytime soon. Now, the first thing I want to point out is that, you know, you're an animation channel and I checked out your channel and your videos are actually like animated well. Like, even though I would say you're not like the biggest YouTuber ever, like you have 350 subscribers, your videos are edited pretty good. Like I watched a lot of other animators, like the Odd Ones Out and Jaden Animations a lot whenever they were smaller, and your videos look very similar in comparison to like quality as theirs did, and they're actually like well written and funny. So I just wanted to point that out. But I think the main thing with animation content is that, and I said this in my animation video, it's very much like a high effort, high reward genre that you can do on YouTube, and animation videos are some of the most like intensive and basically like biggest videos that you could be uploading. They take so much time, so I don't feel like you're alone in feeling unmotivated in this specific genre. But as for what I would say that could help you, well, the thing about content creation especially is it's very much like momentum based. Like it is very much where you're gonna start out small, but it is in like 100% exponential growth. And that's what people really need to realize, is that you've uploaded 20 videos all animated, which is no easy feat, but you have to realize that, I guess, especially as an animation channel, you have to give people time to like discover you and find your videos and relate to your videos. That's really what animation is. I think that's why the biggest animators became the biggest, is because they made like entertaining and relatable videos, which you're already doing. So I really think that it just has to take time, and I know that's probably not the best answer I could give, but as to like get that motivation to keep the ball moving, to, you know, get to the point where you're starting to see a lot of success from it, which I no doubt believe that you will. But the best thing I could possibly recommend for you to do is to try to get on some sort of schedule. This really helped me whenever I was trying to lose weight. Basically, there was just a few rules that I had, and it was basically just every day I woke up and I'd run a half mile or a mile, and then I'd make sure I ate in a caloric deficit. And what this has to do is it's basically just adding these little small things that you're doing every day that eventually build up to these really, really big accomplishments. And I think that's really important, especially with the type of videos that you're making, because there's such like big projects. There's so many frames that you have to animate. There's so much to do in them. I would say the best thing to like stay motivated day to day would try to be to get on some sort of schedule, because I think that that could really help you, you know, see the progress, see the work that goes into a video. And if you're uploading them on a more consistent basis, then you might be able to even see more success from it. Like, I don't know like a ton about animating, but I know that those videos that you're making especially probably take anywhere from 10 to 20 hours to make. So what I would recommend you do is try to say, okay, I have this amount of time where I can do whatever I want. Like after school, I have this amount of time where I can be doing whatever. So I'm gonna set 2 hours every day to be working on videos, whether that's scripting, whether that's animating, or like anything. I think that really could help you get like those compounding days. Like whenever you're trying to build something, especially with something with content creation, it's just really important to make sure that you keep that ball moving. And I think that some sort of schedule like that could really help you. And honestly, that tip really applies for really any type of content creation that you're trying to do. Just make sure that every day that you're working and doing something to, you know, get to that goal that you have, that you're working on content creation for some amount of time every day. And I think that's honestly one of the best things you could try to be doing as a content creator, because it's like you're actually working on something every day. You're making that progress every day. And it's very, of course, with content creation, it's going to be very visual, because you can literally see the video being made in front of you while you're doing it. And another thing I want to mention is that if you're like feeling like you don't really want to animate or something like that, I'm going to be honest with you, even though this might not be what you want to hear. I don't know you, but all I'm saying is, if you're feeling like, oh, I have to animate or I have to do this, then maybe it's not the best path that you could be doing as a content creator. Now, just let me elaborate on that. Content creation is like 100% creativity, and it's 100% a thing that you have to want to do. Because if you don't want to do it, not only will you hate doing it, but you'll actually actually probably see less growth from it because that rubs off on audiences. And I'm not saying you don't like to animate. If you're feeling unmotivated because you don't like to do it as much as you would like to be, making some sort of other content creation or doing something completely different that has nothing to do with content creation, then it might be better for you to do that. But seeing as you've already uploaded 20 fully animated videos, I kind of doubt that that's true. I mean, I feel like you have to like it to some extent, but if it does get to a point where you're really feeling like, man, I really don't want to animate today, I really don't want to, get up and have to work on this video, if it ever feels like you're having to do something, maybe you need to think of something else. Now again, I don't know your life, I don't know if you hate animating, I doubt that you do, but the best tip I could give you is really just to try to get on that schedule and realize that content creation takes time. And now I feel kind of privileged to say that because I've only been uploading for about a month consistently, and the progress and the growth that I've seen, I feel like is way disproportionate to the amount of effort that I've put in so far. But I really think that with any type of content creation, it really is just about getting on that schedule. Like, I think the best thing would be, I want to upload X amount of videos per X amount of time. Let's say I want to make one video a week or one video every 2 weeks. So just try to divvy it up and just keep it moving. Keep making those videos. Keep to that schedule, because over time you will see that growth. And if you're ever feeling like frustrated that you're not seeing growth, just remember like the goal that you have. Me personally, my goal is to get 100K. My long-term goal, like end all be all, is to get 1 million. And if I'm ever feeling a little bit demotivated, I just remember that goal and it instantly makes me want to get back into making stuff. So that's another tip I could give you, is just try to, like, what do you want to get out of animating videos, and try to remind yourself of that anytime you really feel like you don't want to. I know this response was really late and I apologize. I just didn't check my email because I didn't expect people to actually write to me this quickly, but I hope this video still helped you out. And if anybody watching this actually made it this far into the video, I encourage you to actually go check out this guy's channel, because his videos are actually well made. Like, I enjoyed the few videos that I watched of him before making this video. I genuinely think he has a lot of potential, and I really feel like you just need to stick with it and just remember why you're doing this. But that's all I can really say without repeating myself over and over again. And if you did like this video, then, the more that people write to me, the more of these videos I can make. So the more I get stories, the more I'll be able to make. So expect more of these, because I honestly loved making this video, and I really hope that it genuinely did help you out.